Good day, everyone. This time we will be having our new discussion regarding or in connection with our previous topic about the convection current, and that is pertaining to the seafloor spreading theory. But before that, let us try to have some short recap of what we have already discussed, talking about the convection current and as well as, of course, the ridge push and then slab pull. This is something to do in our new lesson. That's the reason why we have to have a short recap on this discussion. So last time we have already tackled that ridge push is happening in a particular ridge, and that is caused by a divergent plate boundary. So napag-alaman nyo na ng divergent plate boundary are forces interacting or moving away from one another. So dito po makikita natin halimbawa po ito, no? Oceanic crust diverging. And once na nasa oceanic crust and then the force are diverging or the happening or event here is diverging plate boundary, automatic there is a creation of a ridge. And in the middle of the ridge, there is a happening called a ridge push. Ayan po, parang tinutulak po, no? Magkabilang side away from one another. So definitely, that would create a new seafloor. And of course, dito po siya up until maging slab pool po siya papuntang baba or what we call as the trenches or the subduction zone. And automatically, for those who have reached the highest point here or the lowest point here, that will be melted away because of the too much temperature in the mantle itself. Okay po. And another thing that we have already tackled is this one, definition of a ridge push. As magma rises from the mantle to form new oceanic crust at mid-ocean ridges, the older rock is pushed away downward and farther away from the ridge. Let us take a look at the example on the left side. Kung mapapansin niyo po, no? There are different happenings here, right? Ayan. Mapapansin niyo, the original ones are moved farther away from one another, while the new sea floor or the ocean floor are near the ridges. So that is actually what happens or commonly happens when there is seafloor spreading, sinasabi po natin. Pero po, you have to take note that this does not happen in an instant po. Sinasabi po natin yan. Thousands to millions of years, this will happen. Ganyan po siya kabagal. Kabagal gumalaw. Alright. So this time po, our new lesson is all about the seafloor spreading. And this was proposed or theorized by Harry Hess in 1960. Right. Let's take a look at this illustration. According to this theory, hot, less dense material from below the Earth's crust rises towards the surface of the mid-ocean ridges. Okay po, so last time we have already tackled that one of the major causes why there is seafloor spreading is because of the convection current happening in the upper mantle or at the portion of the asthenosphere. Alright, so this is somehow similar to what we have already tackled about the ridge push and then the slab pull. Kung mapapansin po natin dito, in the middle of the ridge, that is where the ridge push happens when two oceanic crust moves farther away from one another as time passes by. So definitely, what you will notice here is for those who are near the ridges, they are the newer ones. And those who are farther away from the ridges, those will be the older one. And that's the reason why is it that there is a subduction. Kasi the moment na older ang oceanic crust, they are considered to be denser than the newer oceanic crust. And that is also applicable to other oceanic to oceanic crust divergence. Okay po, or convergence. Kasi po may mga pagkakataon na oceanic to um, oceanic convergence ang labanan. Ngayon, ang nangyayari dyan, nagkakaroon ng deep sea trenches. Na-discuss po natin nung dati na ang deep ocean trenches ay nangyayari kapag may convergence na ocean to ocean floor. Kapag halimbawa, ang lumulubog dyan ay yung mga older oceanic crust than the newer oceanic crust. So, yun po yun. Posible po yan. Yan. So, definitely, the rate of formation of a new seafloor is not always as fast as the destruction of the old seafloor at the subduction floor. So meaning to say po, ang pag-create nitong new seafloor is totally not similar to the destruction of the subduction zone. Kasi po, there are instances wherein the distribution of the sides is not totally, sabihin po natin, balanced. Kasi may mga pagkakataon ng seafloor or sabihin natin ang ridge ay natatagpuan po sa may parte ng 3/4 ng particular location. Malaki, mahaba yung sa isa and then maliit yung sa isa. Kaya po dito tinutukoy natin na they are not um, they are not always as fast as the creation as well as the destruction. Right? So this time, ayan. Let us try to discuss here the different findings that supports the seafloor spreading theory. Sabi dito, rocks are younger at the mid-ocean ridges. So the moment you hear the word ridge, the location of the ridge are the location of young oceanic crust because that's the time where magma flowed to become lava and definitely to become a rock. Alright, so nangyayari dyan, that will be a part of the new seafloor. And definitely, yung nakikita nyo napupush away from one another, that will become older and older up until subduction. Alright, so number 2, rocks far from the mid-ocean ridge are older. That is what we have already tackled. And commonly, ang oldest po niyan ay nakabibilong po sa mga subduction zone or doon po sa mga trenches. Alright, number 3. Sediments are thinner at the ridge. Well, definitely since new rocks po siya, automatic they will have a thinner layer compared to the sides of the ridge. Right, next natin. Rocks at the ocean floor are younger than those at the continents. Okay, so kapag sinabi nating rocks at the ocean floor, we are referring to the oceanic crust. Mas bata po yung mga nasa ocean floor as compared to those at the continents. Pero we are pertaining here on the location of the ridges po. Alright, so yan. Now, I don't know if you have heard of this, but this happens in our ocean floors. Halimbawa, during 150 million years ago, the location of the north and then south is different in terms of its magnetic reversal or in terms of its polarity. Ito yung tinatawag nating magnetic reversal. Halimbawa, 150 million years ago, nasa taas yung north and then nasa baba yung south and then nag 200 million years ago naman, nagbaliktaran na po siya. Okay po, and this illustrates this kind of happening about the magnetic orientation of ocean crust. Okay po, kung mapapansin po natin dito, first layer, mid-ocean ridge. Kung mapapansin nyo po, yung magnetic reversal ng rock na sinasabi po natin, ay nasa unahan po yung, or nasa taas po yung north, and then nasa baba naman yung south, and then so on so forth. Nag-iiba-iba po yung polarity niya. Alright, so dito north, merong south, and then north naman, and then south naman. So this happens because of the different happenings in the Earth's convection current. That as the time passes by, the polarity will try to reverse itself. And that is pertaining to one of the evidences why there is a seafloor spreading theory na this this thing happens. Once na sinabi po kasi nating theory, this is a wild guess still, but there are already better possibility that this is true. Kasi po, parehas ng halimbawa, sabihin po natin continental rift theory, no? Up until now, theory pa rin po siya that we came from a Pangaea, we came from one big supercontinent and later on nag-watak-watak na. And this is somehow similar to this. Ang halimbawa natin yung magnetic reversal that the polarity of the new rocks versus the polarity of the older rocks are different from one another. And that is actually one of the claims why what I mean, the seafloor spreading theory exists, because this is also one of the evidences that supports it. Right? So, ayan. Ayan po ang definition natin ng magnetic reversal. This is also called as the magnetic field of the Earth. It happens when the North Pole is transformed into South Pole and the South Pole becomes the North Pole. Kaya po kung mapapansin ninyo dito, itong nasa gitna, considered to be the youngest, and then ito naman nasa gilid natin, considered to be as the oldest. Tingnan po natin ang pairing, no? Once upon a time, these older rocks, ito pong nasa gilid na parehas, are actually once upon a time just like this one, itong youngest na dalawa. Pero through time po, they are pushed away from one another, causing it to have a new seafloor. And the moment that happens, that would create another new possibility of different polar movements of the rocks. Okay po, or magnetic stripes na sinasabi po natin. So, yan. That happens in the ridges, as what we have mentioned. Ulitin po natin ha, seafloor spreading happens under the ridges. Dito po nangyayari ang birth of the new seafloor, while the death of the old seafloor happens sa mga trenches po, sa mga subduction zones. Alright, so if there is no other questions that you will have, I want you to have a short seat work for you to have, and that is a drawing of a seafloor spreading as well as the convection current. Kasi po, that is important for you to have in order for you to remember everything all about the seafloor and then the convection current. So I'm expecting that you will have the drawing in an A4 size bond paper of what happens when there is a convection current and a seafloor spreading. So kailangan po natin yan submit sa ating mga advisors or sa ating mga subject teachers po regarding that concept. That is to be done in an A4 size bond paper. So kailangan nyo pong gumuhit ng relationship ng seafloor spreading and then convection current. And that will be added sa performance and then sa seatworks po ninyo. Kakaintindihan po ba tayo? So, in order for you to prepare for the upcoming exam, and that is also in relation for your total review of the topics that we have had already, so that you may be able to score a good point in our examination. All right, so that's all for this day, and thank you. God bless.